Officials have announced the expansion of a program that will give first-time home buyers and other eligible city residents up to $10,000 when they purchase a home in the city. Dan, our money man, is here to break it down because, Dan, you know I have questions because it sounds too good to be true.
Well, it's actually true if you qualify. This is a terrific idea. Listen, as you and I know, Lauren, there's really one way for a lot of folks to get out of poverty over the long run is to own a home.
Yes.
Right? It's the American dream. And the problem is in the city of Philadelphia, the good news is prices are up on real estate about 30% over the last 5 years. But at the same time, our poverty rate at 26% is the highest of any big city. Makes it very expensive to live here, Lauren.
Oh, yeah. So now the city's going to help us out starting on June 10th, right?
Correct. So here's the breakdown of the program. If you qualify for the program, we'll talk about that in a second, you can get up to $10,000 for help with closing costs or your down payment as you buy a home in Philadelphia. You need to be a first-time buyer, and you need to stay in the home for up to 15 years.
Oh.
And there is an income qualifier, but the good news is it's quite high. So, for example, depending on the neighborhood, you could earn, if you're single, you could earn up to about 75 grand and still qualify for the program. So it's really designed, Lauren, for middle class and lower middle class home buyers.
So they're wanting to make sure that you're not going to try to come in, buy a house, flip it, and then just keep it moving. They want to make sure you're invested in Philadelphia.
That's correct. This is not for flippers, but here's the good thing about it. We know that when people own homes, not only does it help create wealth, but it also does lots of other good things. It brings the crime rate down, right? It keeps people invested in their community. So from that perspective, it's a great idea.
Okay, what about the person who just recently moved to Philadelphia and says, this sounds great, I want to do it. How long do you have to have residency here?
Yeah, you need to be here for at least 3 years. So if you just moved in yesterday, not going to work. But if you've been here 3 years, you might be eligible for the program. And listen, beside the program, as we know, there's lots of good things for first-time buyers to be thinking about, right? So if you're going to buy a home, regardless, you want to make sure you're going to be here for at least 3 to 5 years. Otherwise, it may not be a good investment. You want to make sure that your mortgage payment never exceeds about 25% of your gross monthly income. The last thing you want to do, Lauren, is come home to a house that's really nice, but no furniture inside because you can't afford it.
Yeah, because that's when you're house poor, as they say, right, Dan?
You're exactly right. You're house rich, but you're cash poor,
there you go.
And you're eating cat food because you can't afford the mortgage payments.